Remember, when you let go, you grow. When you forgive, thank you for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. Samantha, I messed that one up.
Bloopers.
I know, right? That's the first time I think I've done that.
It was a longer one.
It was a longer one. When
Remember,
you heal.
When you forgive, you heal. When you let go, you grow.
Wow.
You see how it ends on the punnier one?
Yeah, that pissed me off. All right, you guys. So let's try this all over again. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we have going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, we're up, right? Coming in at a really nice level, 6,400. That's where we were hoping to get to. Right now, the question's pretty much what is going to happen next, like it standardly is in cryptocurrency. Are we going to be seeing some retracement? Are we going to be seeing a decoupling from the altcoins, which has been the sentiment that's been going around lately? Are we getting a lot of people to realize that these altcoins aren't really like Bitcoin? And the hack that happened at Binance is kind of, the joke of turning back the blockchain is really shining some light on this fact that if you're going to go steal $40 million right now in the space, Bitcoin is the only thing that you could probably really do it and get away with. Because everyone else...
Yeah, no one wants to mess with Bitcoin. No one's going to mess with Bitcoin.
So, everything's fantastic over here. We got my co-host, Samantha, if you don't know who she is.
Good evening, everyone.
So, how are you enjoying this Friday night?
It's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the weather. It's nice. It's kind of hot today. It was getting real close to that 90 level.
Yeah, all the houses I cleaned, no one was there. It was like, oh, and you're not really supposed to mess with thermostats, so it was just turn on ceiling fans. That was at least something, man.
Oh, no, I'd have to turn down their AC. I turned that stuff all the way down to like 65. 60. Yep. And then right before I go, I turn it off again.
Wonder why every time the cleaning lady, you have a $20 increase.
Ignorance is bliss, right?
Right.
So, Samantha, would you mind pulling up Coin Paprika over there? We can take a look at these markets together, see how green this really is. I think I've seen crazy numbers, right? Crazy numbers for the dominance, crazy numbers for the market cap. I mean, woo.
There is no tubers.
Yeah, it's down here underneath, Samantha.
Oh.
There
Sorry,
you go.
Guys.
It's just a blooper feels real, apparently. All right. So we got market cap. Look at that. Up almost a full 3% coming in at $194 billion. Fantastic. Are we going to be breaking that $200 billion mark here soon? I got my fingers crossed for it. I would like to continue to see these gains. Personally, whether I think we're going to retrace, yeah, probably. Do I think it's going to be short-lived? I really hope so. Do I think there's going to be some sort of decoupling from the altcoins? Not necessarily as much as some people would like to make the event out to be. Maybe we will pick up a little bit here in Bitcoin as we continue into the future, because Bitcoin does, definitely, in my opinion, hold a lot more value than some of these altcoins. These altcoins are great projects. They're great ideals, but they are that. Ideals and projects. In comparison to, we're 75, 80% of the way there with Bitcoin becoming a currency. We just got to work out a little bit of lightning, right? We just got to get some more adoption. We just got to get the ball rolling a little bit more. Time to just shift the gear. All right, so we got Bitcoin coming in at $6,408. I'm ecstatic about it. That's up 3.73%, holding on to a 10.68% gain. Definitely a good week to have gotten into Bitcoin. We got Ethereum coming in at $173. We're up 1.67% there. Nice to see some green on the board as I take a 3% gain. As we look down at the rest of the altcoins, this decoupling they're talking about, we're looking at some red here. We got XRP coming down a little bit, 29.9 cents, dropping below that 30-cent line. Down or up 1.37% in the last 24 hours, but that's down 2.93% in the last 7 days. Not too much movement here. We got Litecoin up 5% as they're coming in at $77.80, making their loss only at 2% for the week. That's not too bad. We got Stellar Lumas. They're up 4.3% right there, as you can see. Tron, 2.3 cents. That's really not all that bad either. I'm not seeing anything super impressive down here. Are you, Samantha? Ooh, basic attention token. What happened there? I mean, if you guys know what's going on there, you'll have to tell me in the chat. I don't follow that one too closely. That was a project that I didn't see why people would want to buy a token to go give it away on the internet.
You tried to put some of your stuff up on the Brave and all of that loveliness. It just didn't really.
Yeah, I use the Brave browser every now and again. And as far as tokens, I think I just got an email telling me I received 4.72 Brave tokens. So let's see what's that at. 35 cents. Ooh, a buck something. That's not bad. All right.
It, bro.
As we do every single episode, I mean, we got to talk about the main reason we're out here. We're out here to spread Bitcoin awareness. We're out here to tell people, how to avoid the scams, how to, keep their private keys. We're providing that free help desk. It's at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and tweet at me, and I'll be able to answer questions, help you, lead you in the right direction, hook you up with the people you need to get hooked up with if you're having difficulty understanding any of this stuff. I'm not a coder, but I did actually go to school for help desk stuff and information technology. So, I mean, it kind of went hand in hand, especially with getting into the space and the feelings I have personally about the US dollar and the government and the way that these things work. It all just went together hand in hand, especially making this channel and everything. But I went out and we're going to the next level. We're trying to raise money. We're going to go out and we're going to hand out Bitcoin flyers. We're getting really close to this next event, Sunset Music Festival. It's 14 days away.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. We're getting there. All donations come off of this. I mean, if it is not in Bitcoin, I can't show it on the tally fund, but I take it off of the overall dollar amount. As you can see, we've been receiving donations, and we're getting there, right? We're trying to raise, what are we down to in the USD value? $585. We've raised $128 of that. So what's some quick math? Tell us here.
$350-something.
Yep. So that's really not bad. We could get that. I mean, we can pull that together to make it happen. But this is our last opportunity today, tomorrow, and Sunday. In order to collect funds, in order to be able to order the new flyers. And I'm done, you guys. Woo! Here is the new flyer. Shoot it full of holes, shoot me up, tell me what's wrong with it, tell me what I can do before I go ahead and make it on Monday, right? We went ahead and changed it around a bit from where we were last time. There is some wording on this one to explain a little bit more, right? Because we did have some feedback. Cut down the QR codes. We're down to one QR code. We're definitely turning away from Coinbase. We're turning towards Gemini. I think that's the next place that'll make people feel comfortable. Like a bank. That's what they're going to want, is that bank feeling.
And we have a little hashtag thing at the bottom.
Right. So that they can come back and find the channel if they want to continue to receive help. At first, I wanted to remain completely anonymous, but it did seem like they wanted to continue being, helped down the path of cryptocurrency, continue on the journey. Right? I like the lantern.
Why not? Someone's got to do it.
All right, let's go ahead and stop the screen share. Let's pop out this backyard. Hey, Kalidas. He's drinking some water.
He is.
Uh-oh. I don't see anybody in the chat there, Samantha.
Is it really no one's in the chat, or is it like last time and there was people in the chat?
I don't know. Let's just...
there were no people in our chat.
If there's anybody in the chat, please come on and let us know. I'm going to take a moment here and actually go back and double check and make sure that everything is functioning properly and that we're not just wasting our time here. All right, let's see what we got here. Samantha, why don't you go out there on camera?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Can you tell everybody what's going on?
Okay.
So, what do you think about the news, Samantha, and everything that's been going on this week?
Apparently our child possibly might be walking into camera here any moment. Another man who can't tell time.
All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? Live stream. Of course, it has to take a moment to load, right?
Well, now it's doing a lot more than it wants to, so of course. Oh, well.
It has to take a moment to load, right?
There we go.
All right, there you go, Samantha. There's a chat that's actually working.
Haha, that's something.
You can go ahead and just continue along, pop that chat out. It's in the top right hand corner. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with all these technical difficulties. Friday night, right? Apparently nothing's gonna come together for us. But let's try to get the ball rolling. Let's see if we can't continue along and just flow with the punches here. We got Mr. Sherman, right? Mr. Sherman and Peabody from the cartoon. That's why I used that little image out there. You know, with everything that he's saying, I know you guys have already heard it from all the other YouTubers and watched the video clips from it. Did you get that taken care of, Samantha?
I did.
All right. So we're having a good roll.
We have people.
All right. I know you guys have seen that. I'm happy that he's saying it. You know, I'm happy actually that they're calling for this ban because they really can't do anything about it. And it just goes to show that everything that I've been preaching and hearing and trying to hold true for the last 3 years is really real. They're scared. They see that Bitcoin could actually topple the US dollar bill when it comes to the sanctions they apply on these countries. It was one of his direct points that he pointed out. He pointed out a lot of different things about the dollar bill and referred to Bitcoin as being better, as being capable of performing more tasks. So I think it's good. I want them to continue publicizing this because it can't be shut down. I don't think anyone's really going to fall for it. There's already been, I mean, I've been out here for 2 years doing the show, and I can't even tell you how many times I've come out and talked about, I mean, we have the 3 states that are pro cryptocurrency that have passed so many laws and regulations already, trying to go ahead and make the cryptocurrency space and the legal system work together, right? And Wyoming,
the ones that they're actually,
with the sandbox that they have for the creation of, you know, up and coming projects, it's too late. It's too late. I mean, they should have. You would have had to have done this back a long time ago when you could have gotten 51% of the hash power and you could have, you know, bought up a majority of the market.
Or you could have had where you just never let any of these precedents start, because now it's like, really, are you going to go back? Are you going to say that it's not, you know, something that you can go to court for now? Oh, but you can in these states. They should have never let it happen. And now that it is, you can't go back. It's just like the blockchain. There's no going backwards. You can't make people go, oh, we can't do that anymore, but we did it yesterday.
Well, I mean, at the same time, we never should get too smug. You know, they can make it difficult on us. They do have their possibilities of trying to tax it extra heavily, right? Because just outright banning it is never going to work. So, you know, let's go the next route. What would they do? Why would they make it not a tasty fruit? Well, up the tax on cryptocurrencies and digital, right?
Well, I mean, you never know. Trump could do anything.
Create another entire acronym that goes together that is focused solely on tracking cryptocurrencies and making sure you pay your taxes. And when you don't, exploiting you and punishing you and blackmailing you.
For the dirty Bitcoins and all of the other things that they can start saying that you have possession of that they don't think you should anymore. I mean,
the problem is that we like to look at life and say this is black and white, and really what happens is everything falls in an area of gray. You know, we find ourselves dealing with a mixture of good and bad at the same time. So I don't know. Let's just hope that as we continue forward that they don't tighten the reins faster than Bitcoin is capable of developing, you know, the next things that we're looking at, like the privacy, right? That's going to be a big one if they want to tighten the reins, trying to get some more adoption and more people, trying to get the volume up. That would help a bit. See that USD value of it on the other side of 20K. That would definitely help quite a bit. Some new all-time highs.
It'd be ridiculous, yes. Yes, it would.
I mean, we're on our way. I mean, if we didn't have the drama that came out of the Satoshi's Vision, ABC, pushing the Bitcoin price down because everybody was so confused on what was happening and what was going to come out of this from 6,000 down to 3,000, causing the ultimate capitulation of the market. We're back. I mean, it seems like nothing can get it down now. I mean, before Binance getting hacked, the silliness that came out of his mouth talking about wanting to roll back the blockchain.
The fact that he just said we pondered it. Are you kidding me?
I don't even know how you think you could ponder that.
That's like pondering bringing someone back from the dead. Cool. I'm glad you had that fleeting moment. I mean, not in the realm of reality.
Right. We had a moment of thinking that we could do it. We were going to take all the powers of the U.S. government and we were going to Frankenstein this person back to life.
Just saying, man.
Okay, we can't do it. Fine. We understand.
Oh, you mean, yeah, okay. Not a good idea. Oh. Okay, so client is here. He says hello. RJ is here. He says hello. Client says Sherman basically said Bitcoin is better than the dollar. He may just not know how to get some. Someone should help this poor guy. Sherman should get some Bitcoin. Maybe send him a flyer.
Oh. Hey, there's a lot of different things we could do. If we could actually get a hold of a P.O. box for this guy, which I'm sure there is one.
Something, yeah.
That we could, you could mail him.
I mean, almost everybody
that's wallet,
that's like right? That has what? Like
if you could get a phone number, you can email. You can email stuff. Yeah. Like we've seen the email services to be able to give out $5 in Bitcoin. And
I doubt you're gonna have him as the cell phone thingy. Like have him as the contact, like a phone number. But there is like public. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't go directly to his house. There's some kind of a public something box.
Well, I mean, we all know that he's paid by the banks. And the credit card companies and big business and big money and the people that really don't want Bitcoin to succeed because they didn't realize it. It's been around for 10 years and they're finally catching on to it. They were asleep on the situation. They thought they had control of everything and they got to keep on going on the way they were going on, not realizing that the revolution's happening, right? Because that's something I like to speak about a lot, is that there is this revolution that's happening right now and it's just underneath the surface. And you really can't see it happening because it's different than a revolution that's ever happened before. Because all you have to do is take that paper money in your pocket and trade it in for some Bitcoin, and you're participating. Then, if you want to be a soldier, if you want to take up arms, all you have to do is spread awareness.
Tell more people.
Tell more people. Because then they'll buy Bitcoin. And once we all start buying Bitcoin, there's no stopping this. It's better money. I mean, Bitcoin doesn't need anybody to do anything, and it's going to happen. But if we all do something, it's going to happen a lot faster. And that's the point that I'm trying to make, it that we all have to get out there and do a little bit of something. I mean, this is just as important as all of those other things going on, like saving the animals and saving the environment and spending time with your family. And I mean, it's all about your priorities, right? Well, making the world a better place for your kids and your grandkids is solely going to come down to money and who controls it. Well, a good way to make sure that your family is in favor or things are more fair or just that it's equal, right? You get Bitcoin. You participate in the Bitcoin revolution. You make it not this US dollar system, which is designed to make you get money and spend money as soon as you get it and keep you in debt as a debt-based system where you work 40 to 60 hours a week to turn around and give it back and it not actually even be enough to cover your debt.
Never enough. That's the whole point. JA says, Simon called CZ insane today on Bitcoin Meister. And he also says, great defense. I mean, man is no, yeah. That was.
That was astonishing. I'm glad that it really was. That it was laughed off as a joke because it was so frivolous. The next one though is that the concept of anybody running a Lightning node needing a money transmissions license. I see that our kid is.
Messing things up for you? Yes, yep. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're having all kinds of bloopers this episode.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. So, the idea of Lightning nodes needing a money transmission license, wow. Everybody's going to have a Lightning node. Lightning nodes at some point are going to become back end next to nothing running on your cell phone. So, to go this route, to say these things, to think that you're going to hinder the adoption of the Lightning Network this way, ridiculous.
I mean, it is ridiculous. I don't even. Ugh. Oh, what you said is ridiculous, and what our child is doing right now is ridiculous. Everything is ridiculous. Upside down world.
Upside down world. Hey, everything changes with Bitcoin. Do you have anything going on over there in the chat?
No.
All right, you guys. Please. I know we've been having lots of difficulties this episode. Completely let you know that this is live, right? As always, I would like you guys to ask some questions. I would like you guys to comment in the chat. If nothing else, at least just say hello to Samantha and let her know that you're here. It brings value to the show. It lets her know that her job has something, right? That you're not just wasting her time here on the sideline, reading the chat, operating the computer for us. Besides all of that, I mean, we're going to be here tomorrow and Sunday for 11 o'clock for our brunch episodes. We'll also be here Monday evening for our Monday night recap. We're trying to raise the funds, though, right? I mean, we're actually probably going to talk about it quite a bit this weekend because this is one of our, I know that the fundraiser is going on for 14 days, but I mean,
we don't have that many days of the 14 that we're actually like on and stream. I don't know yet.
Yes, and with us also ordering the flyers on Monday, and also, you know, the more money we have towards that is the greater the number of flyers are going to be. We've been able to pass out a couple hundred every single event so far.
I did go through all of what we had saved from all of the other 2 times, and there is probably like
there's about 100
left
100,
150 that aren't really messed up because some of them, they were stuffed in and out of backpacks and whatnot. It's quite a lot. So
I'm excited, though. I think this is going to be great. I'm going to be ecstatic about the situation to be able to get out there once again, pass these flyers out, being able to talk to people about Bitcoin, try to just turn people on to this, right? Then, you know, get to have some fun in the evening part. It doesn't start till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I don't know. There's the possibility. You got to hit that notification bell because you never know if I'm going to be able to do a live episode. If I do, I would love for you guys to be able to join me. Join us on the cell phone as we're standing out front of, you know, the amphitheater down in Tampa for the Sunset Music Festival because it'll be Memorial Weekend, the 25th and the 26th.
It should be ridiculous.
Oh, they always are. And then, of course, on the flip side of all of this, I'm going to try to compilate as much of this video together to make you that little video that I made.
Those ridiculous melodies of loveliness.
And as much, you know, rave booty and me passing out flyers and a little bit of the crowd and the costumes and everything. I know that you guys appreciate it. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but it's one of the best things I can go ahead and do and let you guys know how the event went in a short time frame. Because, hey, you know, YouTube's told us that 10 minutes to 30 minutes is the prime target time. That's why we try to keep our episodes down to 30 minutes. Which, how are we doing on that?
We got 4.
We got 4 minutes. All right, you guys, please comment in the chat. Samantha's going to start up with the chat, and then after that, we'll go ahead. We'll wind it down for the evening, but we will be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Set an alarm. Set the notification.
Hit the bell.
Hit the thumbs up button.
Okay, so J.A. says bye, and the pothead is here, and Sci-Flyer says live.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. It makes our weekend. I know. It's Friday. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm off today. Been rushing around. I feel like the white rabbit. I'm late, like all day today.
Maybe that's why we're bloopering out so much. You know what I mean? It's, you know.
Oh, that's all right. So, anything else over there, Samantha? You guys don't have any questions? Nothing you guys want to talk about? I mean, this was a crazy week for crypto. The price is going up. I mean, who knows how high this will go? I mean, I'd like to say it's going to correct, right? That would be the most healthiest thing. We've seen that when Bitcoin goes up, it goes up in leaps and bounds. I mean, we really could wake up tomorrow to like a $7,000 Bitcoin. I mean,
right?
That is in the realm of possibilities when it comes to Bitcoin.
Crazy, but yes, you're right.
I mean, I've been here for 3 years. I've seen those days.
We watched it when I mean, we were waking up and it was going up like $1,500, and it was like, what?
Yes, I remember being at work and checking in the beginning of a shift and then checking at the end of the shift, and it'd pick up like $1,500.
Oh, that was like, the best, where it was just like, did we just make like $300 off of like the safety that's in that one wallet alone. It was awesome. It was a very nice feeling.
It's hard not to make money in a bull market, but hey, you know what? There is more important things going on here. So we may joke, we may have our drama, there may be the groups and the tidbits and the tip, but ultimately, the real thing that's going on here is that we're trying to make the world a better place, right? We all know that all of these different Federal Reserves in all these different countries are just printing money out of nowhere, which are backed by absolutely nothing.
Sadly.
We know the people that have the money have all of the money, right? They're manipulating the systems in order to keep all of the money and not let anybody have enough
they
really
make
to
like
get by.
magazines about these, and order and lists. It's great. You know exactly
I don't know.
how
I
many.
just know that here in 2019 and soon to be 2020, nobody should need. And there's too many people in this world that do.
Yes. And yes. And it fundamentally does not make sense anymore.
Right. Nobody should have almost $1 trillion when
there's trillions that have no dollar.
Right.
What is that? Okay. So, Sci-Flyer.
Talking about a centralized system.
I know, right? All the money goes to me. Sci-Flyer says Sherman is just protecting the credit card fees for the U.S. companies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, my credit card was hacked the other day. I had to call the company and shut it down and get a new card. Apparently, somehow, someone got my card number and they used it at a gas pump in Winter Haven, which is like 100 miles from here, and got $98 worth of gas out of it.
Yes.
And the only reason I don't use my credit card, every blue moon, I mostly carry it for a safety net or motels or car rental or things like that. You have to do it on that. But because of the email, I checked my email, and
they were push notifying like crazy.
So when I got a notification that I was like, this isn't real. Went online, checked the account.
Oh, it was real, just not us.
I'm still waiting to see how well it corrects because it's still posted on my account.
Yeah, I know. We don't. Another reason of Bitcoin over everything else. Yeah, we don't usually have good luck when it's not even our fault. We still usually get screwed in these scenarios. So yeah.
Realistically, do you want a transaction? Just think about do you want a transaction where people stick their hand in your pocket and pull the money out, or do you want to pull the money out and hand it to them? Because it's a pull action or a push action. So I mean, the way the system operates now, it's a pull action, and right now someone pulled $98 out of my pocket that I didn't even have.
Yeah, right. It was debt to a man.
Yep.
That is the man. One of the men. All right, so Sci-Flyer says that he'd like to see a $500 pullback. Yeah. The pothead says it feels good to be above 6 again.
It does. I think that maybe we'll drop just a little bit below it, but then come right back to it. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed.
I think it's Finance Lightning. I don't know. It's Fin. It's FINCEN Lightning.
Okay. Somebody new?
No. It's JA. He's here. No, but it was a question, and I'm not sure because I don't know if it's Finance Lightning, Fin Lightning, what it is.
What about it?
That was it.
Never heard of it.
Well, we've heard of Lightning.
Yes.
Okay, and Sci-Flyer says the U.S. will fall behind in the new fintech economy.
Yeah, I mean, Asia has been making a big push towards regulation on this stuff.
Switzerland crap is crazy.
And the way that the U.S. is, and calling all of these ICOs securities.
I mean, there's not a lot of countries that do. I mean, Japan works really well off of, a lot of, so does Switzerland, and a lot of the Netherlands, where, there is no of their money. It is just cards and bracelets and watches and bus passes and things.
Oh, digital economies where they don't have a paper currency, really?
Even easier.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a transitional period. That this is just a transitional period as we continue to move into a tech age. I mean, when I was a teenager, we were still using dial-up modems. Look at where we are now. Now, where are we going to be in 20 or 30 years from now? Everything will become digital at that point. And it's what? It'll be that this was the 50-year span of the transition of the human evolution from an industrial society into the technical society, like technological revolution or whatever.
Oh, Cyflyer says FinCen. So like Fin Central. He says it's a Lightning Network rules about money transferred. And Jay says your intentions are good. Your good intentions are everything. Fin KYC Lightning node operators. We have to look into this because now there's two people. I don't like it when other people know things and you don't. I know I don't.
I told you today's been rushed all day. Anything else?
Well, we have a hider show about the truth of the size of your, yeah. Apparently from someone named Da Vinci Code.
Okay, Da Vinci Code.
I guess I could show it. Why not? Whatever.
All right.
It just says it is true that the host of this show has a long D-I-C-K.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know and you know.
Well, I'm not going to say.
Okay, a client says, Vincent, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. There you go. That is the anonym that you apparently, and I do not know how to pronounce correctly. Yay. Thank you, everybody. Woohoo. Group effort.
All right,
man,
guys.
This is a blooper day.
I appreciate you guys coming out and joining us for a Friday F-up, apparently. It's absolutely fantastic to be able to end my Friday evening hanging out with you guys, messing around on the live, on the internet, messing up left and right, apparently. But I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have it together a lot better. And, of course, we'll continue to spread the word because, remember, every time we get together, every time we talk about Bitcoin, that's all it takes to spread awareness, right? Because the more of us that get together, the more we talk about it, the more the advancement grows, the further it gets along. And then the next thing you know, people are saying, why are they always talking about Bitcoin? Maybe I should go check this out.
Right? It's like, why did I hear this again? What?
So, as always, we're going to continue to get together and talk about Bitcoin. I hope you guys go out there and have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow. And remember, keep your beats safe.
Bye, guys.